We'll just put you back over here now. Make sure that we can get everything. Right, so the engine's got to come out. Now the first thing we've got to do, we've got to start taking all these ancillary bits off first. We've got to disconnect all the wiring, anything from where it's going to go to. So we need to find everything. For this, I'm just going to pull it apart. Get all these wires out of the way. Yeah, well, we must do something about that. Yeah, I'll add these out and take that, because these are the first jobs you do. Just disconnect the engine from the electrical harnesses and any pipes that are going down for the fuel, your carburetor, your vacuum, stuff like that. It all has to come off. So we'll get into that. You lot go and have a cup of tea. We'll be back shortly. Off then is the exhaust, because we need to get it, gotta come out of the way. So we'll fetch this out. Other good thing you can get is, when you're stripping stuff like this, put everything you can into the same tub, into a pot of anything, so you don't lose bits. Me, I'm probably the worst for it because I can never find a pot. So what I use for now, ice cream lid. Can't beat a bit of ice cream. There seems to be a bracket or a shield over the top of the oil pump that's stopping the exhaust coming off the cylinder head. So we just remove it. Like I said, it doesn't matter anyway because it's all coming out. There it is. Is that the one, or is there another one underneath? Oh, it's a cable clamp as well. So that one comes off. One thing we're working on these is, or any bike in fact, if it hasn't been regularly maintained, then what you can find is bolts will snap off, they will shear. For the purposes of this build, I'm not worried, because I'll show you how to drill them out and really tap them. Right, exhaust off. Oh, get that out of the way down there. And we'll have a slurp of tea. Can't beat a good cup of tea. Right, now it's looking nicely open. Okay, stator's disconnected. Electric choke disconnected. We'll just get this oil pump off of here. May as well take it out completely because it's got to come out anyway. pump. There we go. Oh, out. Get that out of the way. You can just hang that up there. Oh, your lines don't want to come off. Oil pump nice and free. Now what have we got there? We have a throttle cable there. So that one's got to come off as well. So I'm going to set the throttle cable out the carburetor. So this bike actually has a Delorto 17.5mm carb on it at the moment. So, well, ooh, that's not good. That's ugh. Right, it seems that the slide is actually stuck and seized in the carburetor. Interesting. Haven't had one of those for a while. It's just right. So we'll take this carburetor off completely. That will go through the ultrasonic cleaner anyway. If you've got your access to it, always use the ultrasonic cleaner on a carburetor. Strip it out and okay, full on carburetor. Yeah, right, oh, so have a look at that. Ow, that's that, and that's that. Now, the only other thing that's got to come off this now is the rear brake caliper. And once we get that out, then we can have a look at dropping the shock, releasing the mounts. Big ass bolts in these wheels. Now, I can see that there's no way here that that caliper is going to come off that disc without taking the wheel off. So I'll fire up the compressor and we're going to gun those off. Bit of noise now. We'll let that compressor get up to pressure and then we're going to gun the back wheel off. In the meantime, have a slurp of tea. Okay, so we're up to pressure. Great great piece of kit. If you can get one, a 3/8 or 1/2 inch drive air impact gun. Love this tool. Get your socket on there. Okay, those are as tight gets. So we have to go the different method. This is the bit where you have to be careful. The old trusties, that's the good one. 1/2 inch breaker bar, put it onto there, turn your wheel round, and we've got to give that a smack, because these are so tight. Okay, there's one. There's two. And there's 3. So we'll put that socket back on the gun now. There you go, that's all 3 of those. And there's your wheel, off. Now we can get to that brake caliper. Have a quick inspection of the disc. It doesn't look that bad. It'll probably clean up. I'll have a closer look at it when it cleans up. Now, caliper's got to come off, so it looks like it might be about a 13 mil. There are some tools that are very useful when you're doing jobs on scooters and bikes. These things, T-bars with sockets on the end. Yep, they're a godsend sometimes. You can get a good purchase on stuff and you can get into holes and it doesn't rip out your ratchet. So there we go. One. Two of those. Ooh, that looks like it actually might be stuck onto that disc. So there we go. And oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We can see the state of this rear caliper. It's yeah. It's not good. Not good at all. It's right. This is why I say, you know, we will be going through all this anyway, stripping out calipers, doing all the pistons and seals. That rear disc, yeah, it don't look too bad. Don't look too bad on the one side. Doesn't feel like it's grooved, but doesn't matter. Now, it's actually moving quite free, but it sounds a bit dry. Again, doesn't matter at this stage because all that will get sorted. So that's that so far. Let's just take that plate off there. That's the mounting plate for the exhaust support bracket. Take that off, we'll give a better view of what we're actually trying to achieve here. Remember, mental note, spacer on the mounting plate. So, there we go. That engine now is more or less ready to come out. Right. So, now, this is the point where all we want to do is we want to loosen things. We don't want to take them out. This one here, where's my light? That bolt there is the front engine mount. So we can safely remove that nut off there as long as we leave the shaft in. Yeah? And then we'll come to the back and we'll take this, we'll undo the bottom one. But what we need to do first is we need to support the bike. The reason I say support the bike is as soon as you take that rear shock off, the engine's going to go down like that, the stand will kick and the whole thing will go and this will drop down and it becomes a whole lot of mess if you haven't got it supported. And it also helps. So what I already have in here somewhere move all that lot out of the way. I will find my other jack, which is there. I have my jack, I have a block as well, which I believe is, where are you, brother? Now, this is the way that I do it. This is not the way that everybody does it. Everybody has their own method. Right, now we've started to support that, but obviously if I start to jack that up, then see the front comes up and not the back. That's no good. Yeah, we want the back to come up a little bit. So we need to tie those down. Now then, what did I do with those? I do like to use ratchet straps because they're very strong. So we can quite easily just pop that around there. Shut your neck in, you noisy git. Doing tutorial videos in here. That'll be my noisy neighbours next door. They're actually really good, Dave and Claire. If you've got good neighbours, you'll know what I mean. But yeah, we have a lot. I won't tell you what she did on her 30th birthday. But the little party in the garden was something to remember. So, right. Let's get all this strapped down, shall we? Right, that's not going to go anywhere. So now we can, when we start to jack this up, you'll see the back end will come up and the stand will be free. Okay, and that's good enough. It's yeah, we can deal with that. So now we're just going to remove these bolts off here. And there are those 14s. Oh, it's going to be about a 16 maybe. Could do with the extension on it. Oh yeah, I've got that started. Okay, that's turning the other side. Get a decent ring spanner onto other side of this bolt here. Right, now we've just taken the nut off there, which is the front mount, and now unscrewing the rear shock mount, and when this starts to come out and clear, I'd expect it to start dropping. So we're going to be prepared for it, whichever way we do it. There you go, there's the drop. Right, so get your tools out of the way, because we'll start to pull the engine backwards slightly. Final check, just to make sure that everything is disconnected the way it's supposed to be. And all we've got to do now is just tap this, this bolt through, and we should be free and running. Okay, anything through one side. Should be able to just pull that out. A little bit tight, but you know, here we go. And there you go, spindle. And there you go. We'll just snip that fuel line there, because we don't want it. And it's going to get changed anyway. We'll feed that through. You can see stuff still dripping out of the engine. And there you have it. 100cc engine out the bike. We can now put that on the bench. We'll start stripping off the rest of this. It's actually not the worst I've ever seen, but it's not the best either. However, it will end up looking like new. So, thanks for looking. Keep your eye out for the next one.